I am honored to present this Advocacy Award to Senator Elizabeth Dole.
Oh my. Thank you so much. I'm overwhelmed. I really am. Oh, thank you. Oh, ladies and gentlemen, thank you so much for that wonderful warm welcome. I'll never forget this. That was so lovely, and I truly am overwhelmed. And Marta, thank you so much for your very kind words of introduction. You know, I'm so honored to receive the 2015 Advocacy Award from Easter Seals, an organization so vital to countless individuals and families across America, as we've seen tonight. Warm congratulations to my fellow honoree, Dr. Ralph Schrader. Dr. Schrader, your company has been a vital partner to my foundation in our ongoing work to support military and veteran caregivers. So it's a special pleasure to share this evening with you and to celebrate the incredible work you've done to lead such a community-focused enterprise at Booz Allen Hamilton. My thanks to Advocacy Awards Chair, Robin Portman, Honorary Chair, Deborah Mullen, and the impressive roster of committee volunteers who have made this magical evening possible. Thanks also to Janice Schiff and Lisa Reeves and her incredible team at Easter Seals for the work they do impacting the lives of so many across the D.C., Maryland, and Virginia region. Author Margaret Mead once said about advocacy, "Never doubt that a small group of thoughtful, committed citizens can change the world. Indeed, it's the only thing that ever has." For nearly 100 years, Easter Seals has lived out that philosophy, providing help, hope, and answers to individual Americans across a national network of 550 sites. Easter Seals has indeed changed the world one person at a time through programs and services supporting the disabled, military families, senior citizens, and so many more. Across this region, tens of thousands of families have equal opportunities to live, learn, work, and play in our home community because of the dedication demonstrated by Easter Seals D.C., Maryland, and Virginia. It is truly inspiring, ladies and gentlemen, to be honored by such an amazing group of thoughtful, committed citizens. You inspire me. Now, ladies and gentlemen, several years ago, my husband, Bob, as some of you know, was admitted to Walter Reed for an extended period of time. During my many visits to the hospital over 11 months, my eyes were opened to the incredible challenges facing the loved ones caring for our wounded warriors. I discovered that across this country, there was a quiet, untold story of profound need being overlooked. The story of the spouses, many of them so young, the mothers and fathers and other loved ones devoting their lives to caring for those who cared for us. 5.5 million Americans serve as military and veteran caregivers. Too often, they take on this challenge in isolation, with little or no support. Experts believe these caregivers are the most significant factor determining the well-being of our wounded, ill, and injured service members. Therefore, when we neglect to support our caregivers, we also neglect our service members and veterans. Upon Bob's release from Walter Reed, I established the Elizabeth Dole Foundation to help raise awareness and seek solutions to the tremendous challenges facing military and veteran caregivers. I have about 100 caregiver fellows representing all 50 states and Puerto Rico, advising my foundation and helping to raise awareness by sharing their stories. Among them is Jessica Klein of Gaithersburg, Maryland. Her West Point husband, with 13 years of service, lost both legs above the knee, his right arm, fingers on his left hand, and he suffered significant tissue damage to his groin area in a blast in Afghanistan. Patty Horan of McLean, Virginia, cares for her husband, Pat, who suffered a severe penetrating brain injury in Iraq. Joe Brasino of Manassas. In late June 2003, Joe's son, serving in Iraq, was shot in the back of his neck, severing his spinal cord. Jay is now paralyzed from the shoulders down, and Jay is blind. Joe and his wife, Eva, provide constant care for Jay, like turning him 12 times a day. Since becoming a military caregiver, Joe Brasino has taught himself how to perform nearly all nursing care duties, acting as Jay's physical therapist, his wound care nurse, his respiratory therapist, and his GI nurse. I've been in their home, and it's almost as if their living room is turned into an intensive care unit. I think it's quite obvious why I'm so passionate about this mission field. These are all tremendous families, and they are resilient, and they're determined, and they are to be deeply respected. Let's just give them a round hand of applause. Since establishing my foundation and the foundation's national coalition of over 100 organizations, we've been fortunate to collaborate with a broad collection of service-minded leaders. Scholars and behavioral health specialists have helped us measure the severity of the caregiver issue. Private corporations have initiated flexible hiring programs and funded caregiver services. Nonprofit organizations have offered free legal and financial assistance and formed peer support networks. Congressional leaders have established a Military and Veteran Caregivers Caucus and introduced bipartisan, bicameral caregiver legislation. And faith organizations have integrated caregivers into their veteran support programs and community outreach initiatives. Each of these examples is progress. It's a significant step forward for our military and veteran caregivers, but together they begin to answer this societal crisis with a holistic national response. Ladies and gentlemen, I'm so proud to call Easter Seals a committed and leading coalition partner in our work to support these hidden heroes. It was just over 1 year ago that I stood with the First Lady and Dr. Jill Biden at the White House to announce the launch of our national coalition. And among the first partnerships we presented that day was an innovative and robust program led by Easter Seals to increase training and education for countless caregivers across America. Today, thousands of caregivers have benefited from those online training programs tailored to their daily needs and their challenges at home. Here are these young spouses in so many cases who had no training in caregiving. And thank goodness for Easter Seal, who stepped in and is making such an enormous difference in education and training. Just a few months ago, I was in sunny California with Easter Seals CEO Jim Williams, who now heads the Easter Seals Foundation. We were there to raise awareness through a joint appearance on the Hallmark Home and Family Show. Every step of the way, Easter Seals has been a ready and willing partner. My heartfelt thanks to Jim and his very capable successor, Randy Ruda, for their outstanding leadership, both of these wonderful gentlemen, their outstanding leadership at the national level, and to Jed Johnson, who leads efforts inside Easter Seals to support military and veteran caregivers. I'm proud that Jed now serves in an important role co-chairing my foundation's Respite Care Impact Council. My profound thanks to the entire Easter Seals family for the work you're doing to lift up our nation's military and veteran caregivers. In many ways, military service is unmatched in its level of personal sacrifice. I hold those who serve in uniform and those who care for them upon their return from war very close to my heart. When I think of the work that remains to be done for these caregivers and the many other challenges that face our nation, I take comfort knowing we strongly stand side by side with Easter SEALs. Ladies and gentlemen, thank you for the support and advocacy you provide for Easter SEALs in so many ways. May God bless each and every one of you. May God bless this great land of the free, America. Thank you so very much. Thank you. Oh my.